you to experience the safest and most secure way to enjoy MTN Momo. That's why from the 2nd of April 2021, you will be required to present a valid national ID card anytime you visit a Momo agent. That's any Momo agent point to perform a transaction. Please, somebody should tell Sama Mumin this one for me so that she goes with the ID card every time. Please note that this is to help you keep receiving cash and just handling your transactions in a safe and secure way. That's why we're good together. Just Momo it everywhere you go. And if you want to be refreshed, then High Five Choco Malt is the best for you. The first malt drink with chocolate flavor to make you break loose. High Five Choco Malt refreshes you most when you need it, with its perfect blend of chocolate and malt. It comes in 3 unique flavors and at a cold price of 3 Ghana cedis only. It is the new normal. Best served chilled. Available in all supermarkets and shops. Another quality product from Casapreco Company Limited, an ISO certified company. If you want to buy in bulk, please call 0262 351 251 or 0272 133373. Good evening to you, Naughty dear. Good to know you tuned in. And Naughty dear is asking a very important question. Who manages the Asum J Pack? Who manages the Asum J Pack? Anybody knows?
Yeah, the Atamils Institute.
Oh, they manage the Asum J Pack. Okay. Officially mandated to manage it.
Yes.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. That's Showbiz A to Z, proudly brought to you by Ghana's most reliable mobile telecommunications network. That's MTN, everywhere you go. And High Five Choco Malt, the new normal. And it's also powered by Joy Entertainment. When we come back from this short commercial break, we're going to go straight into Dada Hafco. And then we'll touch quickly on what it is at all that Mark Okraku Mantey may have done to incur Shatta Wale's wrath. Stay on.
When you want it, just Momo it. When you tire for the long queue in the supermarket, just Momo it. And when you really want that beautiful new blouse too, just Momo it. And when you won't get that trim, when you go get fresh to impress, you know who, just Momo it. And when you need to pay that your utility bill and domestic staff set, just Momo it. And when you want send love to the family for back home, just Momo it. So many ways there. When you go feel use your MTN Momo wallet, make payments with scan to pay. When you go use the QR code, or you go feel use the merchant ID or on bank POS terminals. You go feel also transfer money between mobile money wallet and bank account, all on MTN Momo. Enjoy real convenience in all your financial transactions and live life the brighter way with MTN Momo. We are good together. Just Momo it. We're there for you everywhere you go.
This is the new normal. The first malt drink with a chocolate flavor. Let's go. Make us see your 5 in the air. High five Choco Malt. High five Choco Malt. Charlie, put your 5 in the air. High five Choco Malt. High five Choco Malt. Yes. If you wanna be refreshed, High Five Choco Malt be the new normal. See, we breaking loose and we changing the game with the new normal. Make us see your 5 in the air. This be the new normal. Make us see your 5 in the air. This be the new normal. Make us see your 5 in the air. High Five Choco Malt. High Five Choco Malt. Charlie, put your 5 in the air. High Five Choco Malt. High Five Choco Malt. Yes. Make us see your 5 in the air. High Five Choco Malt. High Five Choco Malt. Charlie, put your 5 in the air. High Five Choco Malt. High Five Choco Malt. Oh yes. High Five Choco Malt. Enjoy the malt. Feel the chocolate. Another quality product from Casapreco.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
My buddy, make you start the year off by stepping up with DSTV. DSTV, they come give you more of the entertainment you and your family like. So fasten your seatbelts as DSTV will take you go higher with more epic live soccer, exciting local drama, and the best kids shows. My people, all you have to do is, starting from 14th January to 31st March, upgrade your current DSTV package to the next one, and DSTV go bump you up to the one above that at no extra cost. It be that simple. So So for example, let's say you have access, all you have to do is pay for family, and DSTV will give you compact at no extra cost. Follow us with the hashtag DSTV Step Up for more, or call us on 0302 740 540. DSTV, it's your moment.
If we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change.
Winning strategies, nuggets of wisdom, unforgettable stories, all in one inspirational hour. Springboard your virtual university with Albert and Comfort Okran and guests.
Planning is bringing the future into the present.
A job is for the salaries, mundane, is survival oriented, and there's no passion. But a career has fulfillment, innovation, drive. A growth path is clear, and you can build step by step all the way to the top.
Matriculate at 7 p.m. and graduate at 8 p.m. every Sunday on Joy 99.7 FM and live on Facebook. Springboard is brought to you by Legacy and Joy 99.7 FM and proudly sponsored by MTN, Enterprise Group, UMB Bank, and Axis Pension Trust with support from the graphic business.
Here's where we turn around. He was standing there with only a few seconds left. Then the bomb would go. Kaboom! He didn't know which wire to cut. His hands were all sweating and shaking. The knife was even slipping from his hand. The time was going. 3, 2, 1.
Get the best companion for your HD TV with HD Plus. Visit the nearest dealer for your HD Plus decoder and subscribe via *879# to enjoy the feely experience now.
There is nothing more precious than life. As a driver, your precious life and those of your passengers are in your hands at all times. So do not overspeed, don't drink and drive, no wrong overtaking, and if you're tired, stop and rest. Always be on the lookout for pedestrians and stop for them to cross, especially children. The National Road Safety Authority wants us all to look out for ourselves, protect each other, and arrive alive. Thank you.
Your family needs you alive. Everyone needs you alive. Arrive alive. He was standing there with only a few seconds left. Then the bomb would go. Kaboom! He didn't know which wire to cut. His hands were all sweating and shaking. The knife was even slipping from his hand. The time was going. 3, 2, 1.
Get the best companion for your HD TV with HD Plus. Visit the nearest dealer for your HD Plus decoder and subscribe via *879# to enjoy the feely experience now.
If we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change.
Winning strategies, nuggets of wisdom, unforgettable stories, all in one inspirational hour. Springboard your virtual university with Albert and Comfort Okran and guests.
Planning is bringing the future into the present.
A job is for the salaries, mundane, is survival oriented, and there's no passion. But a career has fulfillment, innovation, drive. A growth path is clear, and you can build step by step all the way to the top.
Matriculate at 7 p.m. and graduate at 8 p.m. every Sunday on Joy 99.7 FM and live on Facebook. Springboard is brought to you by Legacy and Joy 99.7 FM and proudly sponsored by MTN, Enterprise Group, UMB Bank, and Axis Pension Trust with support from the graphic business.
Here's where we turn around.
George on Joy.
Boy features Akwabowa. Ghanaian musicians don't get what's rightly due us in royalty because the Ghana Music Rights Organization, GAMRO, the body in charge of this, claim they do not have what it takes to operate properly. Mr. President, I know the government gives GAMRO monies, blank levy, to be disbursed among us, the musicians. Please, when was the last time the government checked to see if these monies are even going to the right owners? We live in a global world, and globalization has made it possible to take different cultures in order to learn and improve our lives. One main avenue has been the media. Foreign content isn't bad, but the over-reliance on foreign content is worrying.
You got the keys, don't close the door.
Foreign content has taken over our space both on radio and TV just because we do not have any regulation to stop this. Enforcement, when limited, are fiercely resisted. When imitated, imitation material fiercely resisted because the status quo is beneficial to the haves. It is a free for all in our media space. What I'm reading excerpts from a letter Dada Hafco wrote to the president recently, complaining of a lot of things. Dada, what really is your problem? Really, I want to find out. What's your problem? You would have to start again. It looks like your microphone has not been activated yet. Okay, let's go.
Okay,
yeah.
So George, recently or last year when the pandemic hit, we all saw that the things that happened. Ghanaian musicians, we got exposed.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that happened was that because every artist, your first point of collection of money is the royalties.
Yeah.
When you have spins on radio, all over the world, there are a lot of musicians who don't make hit records, but once they get spins on radio, they get paid for it. Now in Ghana here, because when you go to GAMRO, the first thing GAMRO will tell you is that GAMRO is a private entity. Meanwhile, GAMRO, they always call on the president to come to their aid. Why am I saying that? Now today, George, when Joy FM play my music, just as you played, I don't know. You don't pay for it, or GAMRO would come to Joy FM and come and say that, okay, when we look at the audience size of Joy FM, maybe give us maybe 10,000, and then from their end, when they are sharing the money, they share it according to the Meba Hatcher syndrome. Oh, I'm actually doing Hatchentino. Yeah, man, maybe 200.
Do you know this for sure, Dada Hafco?
No, I'm serious.
We have this for sure.
GAMRO.
And so that's what they said. That's how
I'm telling you the truth.
They share it by age.
Because listen, they don't have anything to track or monitor the songs on radio.
Wow.
They don't monitor songs on radio.
So even if no radio station is playing Amachi Dede song because
that is the point. That is the point. So for example, you played Yebeuntienda.
Yeah.
Imagine if Yebeuntienda, I was getting 20 pesos per play on Yebeuntienda. That song played over 1 million times all over Ghana.
Yeah.
Let's just put it at 1 million. That would be 200,000 Ghana cedis for me.
Yeah.
You understand? So all these things, so you're yet to go, because the monies don't come the way. Look, you don't hear now. I got royalties from GAMRO, 100 Ghana in every 6 months.
200 cities.
Yes. You understand? So the Ghanaian musician, your plight is that you go and look for money.
Wait, you got 200 cities in a year?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. So the Ghanaian musician, our plight is that you go and look for money. Come and promote your song. Say, popular. You go back. Go and look for another money. Because you rely on shows. The song have to be popular for somebody to call you for shows to come and play. And this is the things we have been complaining about. The issue about GAMRO. Why is the Attorney General's office not giving another license to a different entity to do this? GAMRO says that they have over 4,000 registered musicians. But GAMRO don't come to Joy FM to come and say that, Joy, this is our list of musicians who are registered with our outfit. So pay us their money. They come and collect money on behalf of every musician. So those who are not members of GAMRO, where are their monies? Where did they go to? You can check the GAMRO, their annual
What you're saying is pretty serious. In other words, you're saying Gamro has been collecting monies for non-musicians and keeping that money, or
That's what I'm
probably
saying.
spending that money.
Yes, because
sorry, not non-musicians, musicians, but who are not members of Gamro.
Because they say that they collect for their members.
Yeah.
But because they don't monitor the songs and they don't log the songs, they don't come to Joy FM with a list of their members to come and collect. They come and collect it on behalf of all musicians. So those who are members of Gamro and those who are not members of Gamro. So those who are not members, no music no way. You understand? And this is what is going on. We need a change. For me, I feel like maybe the people who have been negotiating with us, the people who have been negotiating on behalf of us with the higher authorities, they haven't been very fair to us, because they've left this side of the industry to rot. You understand? Because regulations in Yejuma, BBA and Yejuma, George.
You also spoke about foreign content.
Yes, for example, foreign content. Who determines what goes on air today? Who determines? The power is with the DJ.
You still feel there is a lot more foreign content than local?
George, why don't you listen to radio?
Just you believe so too?
Look, I don't want to mention the bar. Maybe I might put it's by the beach. A very nice place by the beach that we all go and see these days. I sat there for 3 hours. Only one song was played. Anajo. That's the only Ghanaian song that was played. It was Nigerian, South African, and some songs that I didn't even know. R&B, and the only time the Ghanaian song was played was when people at the place said, Charlie, but you don't get Ghana music for there. It's a very beautiful place by the beach.
Yeah, well, we know where you're referring to.
So if that place, it be so. On radio, it be so. So he's right.
It's sad because, George, listen, it is actually in the DNA of the Ghanaian. Do you know when we're little kids, the only time quality food, for example, will be prepared in the house is when the visitor comes in.
Yes.
So we have been trained with that. So Ghanaians, we worship everything that is foreign.
We're not going to comment on this, Dada Hafco. I'm going to bring you in again next week. We need to discuss this on a broader base, because this needs a serious, deeper, look at. We need to ask questions. We need to call Rexoma. We need to speak to people. We cannot just, this isn't a topic that we can just push. We can. But quickly, let's take a listen to this so that we can come back and delve into it briefly before we get out of here.
People don't make a ball. And this thing at the talk, where people want to take them some way. People want to understand them some way. How much they talk? People, they do like they know they listen. The musicians, they're constant. They sleep. They feel say maybe I they fight for myself. But you see the thing, they fight. Me I they fight for me. Make I get me to my money. If Ghana musicians don't want to fight, if actors, they don't want to fight for this thing. You understand me? Because who help change. If one of our leaders don't want help with change, we'll change it by force. Can't even them and things for chop party. They don't pay them more attention for chop party. You know what musicians do for chop party? People don't care. If one talk, then someone do like, don't think say politics, it be plating, bad man. So you enter there, then you won't be deputy minister. Make government put you there. We know mine. But I see, I go make government to know say every man has the right to become a political aspirant or whatever. Everybody, where it gets in vision, go for make this thing happen. Because you want change. What serious time? Hey, Charlie, by first movement, I swear this trip, no banku. I swear every time they tell you. I swear. I tell you. So the video I post on my page, before I come to do this video, they go put for group inside. Those people that they talk, they make they talk. It be group inside, they go fit talk for. When we start bring chains out, when we start bring chains, when we government say we make serious, right now we make serious. Cause Corona time, we know they play show again. Man, they talk royalties from day one. Cause most of you don't know me, so the talking there go be plenty like that. The talking go be plenty like that. But me, I won't talk. I swear for this camera. If I hear publication, or if I see publication, I hear for radio, say they take Mark Okraku Mantey deputy minister for creative arts. I swear everything. I go take political from a political party. I swear everything.
That was the man, Charles Ni Amamensa. And in supporting the hammer of the last two productions, made a long post on Facebook in which he sort of agreed with Shatta Wale. Let me just take a excerpts of that post. He said, don't get me wrong, Mark is far from a cheat or a greedy guy. As a matter of fact, he is a distinguished gentleman. Mark wasn't always like this. Mark has impacted my life personally as well. Actually, the one who literally held my hand and made me start my pension with SNET around 2006 was none other than Mark, but politics has destroyed the fighter he was. I speak to Mark at least once or twice a month, and I've come to notice that politics does something to you. It replaces a fighter spirit with a kiss backside spirit. Backside wasn't what he wrote. This is daytime radio. As long as it's political, Mark will not bleed for the industry. We don't need that ministry. We need our systems to work so that the benefits will be apparent. This will eventually lure the businessmen and entrepreneurs into engaging the creatives, and automatically the industry will heal itself. That was about the last two paragraphs from the post the Hammer also put out online. All right, gentlemen, we've been discussing about who the deputy minister. We've been, having various discussions. We held it right here, and it appears the president, sort of one of the names that we put out here has also been submitted by the president to the committee for review. That is Dr. Mohammed Awal. Now the discussion is on the deputy minister, and right here in this discussion we also tabled Mark Okraku Mantey. Among other names that came up, it looks like he stood tall, but it appears certain elements in the industry are unhappy about that. Uncle Ken, let me start with you. What's your take on this?
Oh God! You see, he's always starting.
We would have to keep it, short.
Very short.
Yes, very short.
Did you just say that one of the names that we spoke of is what the president has sent to the appointments?
Yes, that was Honorable Mohammed Awal. Yes,
yeah.
for the
But
yes.
Are you saying you came up with the name?
That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that this is the show the presidency listens to.
No. Okay, let me leave it.
Let's move forward.
Let me leave it.
Yes.
Because there was filtering from the presidency about that name.
Let's go forward, Uncle Ken.
That's the point.
All I'm saying is that this is the show the presidency listens
Correct. Okay. This issue about I will still maintain my stance and say that I don't envy the president in who he decides to choose, because there's so many considerations that he has to take into account. So this debate about and this, a friend of mine I was discussing this with just recently, Akunu, said to me, what's this entitlement about you musicians and movie people who think that the industry only belongs to you? Do you get the point the person was trying to make to me? He was trying to make the point that because we have the airwaves and we are always talking about music and movies and things, we think that the only people who will be suitable for that position will be somebody from either of the two.
No, Uncle Ken, let us not deviate. We want to discuss this particular one.
Which one?
The comments that are being made that Mark does not qualify. We just, so that we don't deviate. Because the rest, we've had all that discussion already.
I have said that Mark Okraku Mantey is a fine gentleman in his own right.
Yeah.
But I am saying that I do not want to be part of the people who stampede the president into making a choice.
No. That is not what we are discussing now. What we are discussing is that his name came up among other names.
Yeah.
But there are elements in the industry that are negating it. So what is your opinion on that negation? That's the discussion.
That's
Okay.
their view.
Okay.
And I cannot stop them from
holding their view. All right.
All I do not want is for people to demean the gentleman.
Exactly. All right.
Certain accusations.
Let me come to
I
Rasta.
don't know about.
Rasta, what is your take? I mean, you've heard the audio and you've heard from the Hammer as well.
Yeah, I don't know if when you go on the EC website, the figures or the cost of setting up a political party is there. If it is not, maybe Google will profile the cost involved, because somebody is going to set up a political party.
Yeah, that's what Shatta Wale said. You set up a political party.
You see, me, I don't want to mention anybody's name because I pass through here and I go home, and I've been in a situation before, my brother. Soup is sweet. So, when somebody sets up a political party, which is going to happen very soon.
Yeah.
Because he has swore that it will happen.
Yeah.
Him and his family people and his people who follow him, They can vote. It's 4 years. If COVID doesn't take people away, they can vote.
They can quickly vote. That's it.
As for Mark, there, he will be confirmed.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm telling you.
You believe Mark's going to be confirmed as the
but if they don't put to Mark there, unless
Shatta Wale cannot form
hold on. They'll have two options. The Chinese who are doing the Galamsey in Echiwa and me. So it is Mark, the Chinese, and Kwame Rasta.
Dada Hafco, your take on this one?
I mean, George, for me, like I said earlier, I think that the people who negotiate on our behalf with the president, they haven't been fair to us in the past years.
Okay.
So I was always advocating for somebody, an industry person,
to be in that ministry.
To be there, because I don't think the president
is that person Mark Okraku Mantey for you?
Yes, I believe so.
You believe Mark is the right person?
Because now,
so you don't agree with Shatta Wale?
No, because he's being paired with Dr. Awal.
Yeah.
He is from like the corporate world, even though he's from the industry. But Mark being a very pragmatic person who has been here for over 20 years, produced some of the biggest artists and all, I believe it will be a perfect match if Mark goes there. At the end of the day, there's going to be a reshuffle along the line. If he doesn't perform, what happens?
Mr. Akunudake, I mean, many people have argued that, look, for the creative art space all over the world, a major driver is music. For the creative sector globally.
Too much.
Sorry.
It's like say a catering cook.
Catering cook. It's tautology. I know. Forgive me. For the creative sector globally, some have said it is driven by music mainly. Though all the other arts are important, the main driver is music. Do you think that based on that, Mark, with his music background, could be the apt person for this deputy minister position?
I feel very uneasy. Let me make the point. I feel very uneasy. Why? Two things. I think that the president has his own right.
Definitely.
To make an appointment.
Yeah.
Two, I'm not sure. I don't know whether Mark Okraku Mantey's name has been up there in the box.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is. I know.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
All right. Put it there. Yes. I
But the other point I would like to make is this. Things like appointments are done quietly.
Yeah.
Very quietly.
Yeah.
Even if I'm interested in a position, there's a lot of quiet lobbying which is done.
Yeah.
With the appointing authority or people close to the person.
To the person, yeah.
You see, what I don't like, again, in our sector, I'm serious about this, is that I saw it before and so on. It's only in our place that I've even seen posters of people being advertised for positions, political positions. I'm sorry, but let me put it bluntly.
Yeah.
I've seen it on social media of pictures of people and so on. It happened before and now.
Was it the most creative?
I don't know why we do that. I've not seen that in education, agriculture, in industry, anywhere.
Graphic designers come under sector. They don't come under education.
But I'm saying that if somebody wants,
we have the designers.
You see, if you want a political position, that is not the route.
Yeah, I get you.
You do it quietly. Because I'm coming. Because they can pull the rug. I've seen it before. I've heard it. I'm coming. They can pull the rug under your feet.
But in all fairness to those campaigning,
I'm coming.
Maybe they are not the ones who are asking people to do it.
Please, I'm coming. I'm saying that the rug can be pulled from under your feet
Definitely.
at the very last minute.
Definitely.
And it can be so disheartening.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that, let's wait. The president of the country will make a nomination to parliament.
Exactly.
They are not dealing with ministers.
Not at all. Yeah, they are not dealing with ministers. When they come, they'll come to the deputies.
Please, don't do it so that people are shot in the foot.
Exactly.
I can tell you that. Because there's a lot of lobbying which goes on around set positions and around this time. I won't want to talk about specific names and so on. I will not.
I get you. Let me bring Jesse in now. I got a message. So Jesse can tell us the political party he supports. Jesse.
So on Mark, right?
No. The political party. Jesse, answer the question. You're afraid to say which political party you're affiliated to.
On Mark.
On Mark.
So George, lobbying is allowed.
Definitely.
And sometime in lobbying, you might try to influence the masses on your side.
Exactly.
Which is why maybe those in the creative economy space,
sector
might attempt to influence the conversation. But George, who's Mark?
Yeah.
He's a fine gentleman. I think that he's been described as a creative entrepreneur.
Yeah.
A producer. He works in this house.
Yeah.
And I think that he's somebody who might be able to do the job.
Yeah.
But that's just one thing. Or he's one of the few who could do the job, George. Then on the other side is the view that Shatta has of him.
Mm-hmm.
When I listen to Shatta speaking, put all the frills aside. There are two key things in there. One, did I get my money's worth when I was working with Mark? And then two, we all know that there's been a long-running issue between Shatta and VGMA.
Yeah.
Which seems to have Mark being a part of it.
Yeah.
That I can't speak to. Let me put that one aside. So if the real issue is about whether Shatta got his money's worth, then it's a structural issue that could be fixed.
Yeah.
And if issues can be fixed, there's no point being emotional about it.
Exactly.
That's number one. Number two, is Shatta the only person that Mark may have worked with? If there are others that Mark may have worked with who may have gotten their money's worth, then why didn't Shatta get his money's worth?
Yeah.
And so for me, I think financial considerations, if Mark may have grown out of that, and there are structures that can be put in place to ensure that people get their money's worth, absolutely. Is Shatta right in objecting to a proposed Mark appointment? He's right.
He's right. He has a
He's
right.
got his view.
Yeah, everybody has
to
a
say
view.
that, look,
Yeah,
you know what,
definitely.
I hate Mark.
Yeah.
Or I don't
He
like
can-
Mark.
he can-
Or
he
Mark
can.
is not fit for purpose.
He can even say Mark took my girlfriend, so I don't want him to be. So that's
so Shatta
that's
is
fine.
right
Yeah.
in saying whatever he wants to say.
Yeah.
And Mark also has every right to put himself out there.
Definitely.
For the job. And like my seniors here have said, it's the job of the president
ultimately
to do what he has to do.
Yeah.
My only wish is that the appointment must reflect, if for nothing at all, the biggest aspect of, let me make a mistake again, the creative
sector, yeah.
Because the creative arts team,
The creative team.
the creative sector,
Yeah.
technically shapes the culture.
Exactly.
And that's what influences the tourism.
Exactly.
So my belief is that it must be somebody from the creative arts side.
I get you. Thank you very much. And at 6 o'clock, we are crossing over to the stadium for Accra House of Oak to demolish Accra Great Olympics. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Uncle Kennedy, Mr. Jesse Amwejepong, Uncle Akunudake, Dada Hafco, and Kwame Rasta. This has been Showbiz A to Z, another exciting edition right here. And of course, it's powered by Joy Entertainment, proudly brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go in a high five Chocomalt, that's the new normal. And hey, let me also give my final opinion so we wrap it up on this one.
You haven't.
No, I haven't. We are going. I thought your mic was off. All mics are off so that I'll be the only one who speak. I also believe strongly that Mark will make a fine deputy minister. I do agree that ultimately it's the president's decision. Look, this man has given his best in the industry. If you've heard his profile, I heard it on Hits FM the other day. I think he's done fantastic. He has an in-depth knowledge of the industry. For someone who was able to do all he did with the creative what's the name of the Creative Arts Council, even without any legislation, all the training programs, all the workshops and everything, and his role that he played in getting some stimulus package for the creatives when COVID hit. I think this man has proven his mettle, and he's shown that he has what it takes to lead a sector like this. And paired with a business magnate, a business brain like Honorable Dr. Mohammed Awal, I think this industry is about to experience something very great. We're handing over to the sports team. Shows produced by the man Philip Nye. And of course, we had Selwyn on social media, Anita here on production support. DJ Obert started it all out with a jam. Live commentary coming, George Quaye Jr. and the rest of the team right here on Joy 99.7 FM. We're crossing straight to the station. And of course, special thanks to DJ Black as well for that countdown. Look forward to another exciting countdown next week. You're gonna love it. Let's cross over for live commentary.
And a big good evening to you, wherever you are. You're welcome to the Crossport Stadium. You're live on Joy 99.7 FM. We're bringing you the Manchester Derby.